When you're standing in the craft room staring at a pile of fabric, a stack of threads, and a half-finished project, the last thing you need is a machine that feels like a guessing game. You want something that just works, that you can set up without spending an afternoon wrestling with manuals, and that will actually save you time rather than add another layer of frustration. The real fear is pulling the trigger on an embroidery machine that looks great on paper but ends up being a paperweight or, worse, a constant source of maintenance headaches. That's why today I'm breaking down the Bernette B70 embroidery machine and the exclusive designer's bundle that comes with it, so you can decide if it's the reliable partner you've been hunting for. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about what you actually get out of the box. The B70 isn't just a single-function stitcher, it's a full-blown embroidery specialist that also handles basic sewing tasks. The bundle throws in over $300 worth of design tools, including 3 dedicated embroidery software packages, a library of 300 pre-installed motifs, and a set of 60 Northern Lights thread spools in vibrant shades. That's a lot of creative ammunition right from day one, which means you don't have to hunt for third-party designs or spend extra money on thread collections just to start a project. Now, who should be excited about this package? If you're a hobbyist who has already mastered the basics of a regular sewing machine and you're looking to step up to machine-embroidered logos, monograms, or small decorative patches, the B70 hits a sweet spot. The pre-installed motifs cover everything from classic florals to modern geometric patterns, so you can drop a design onto a cushion or a tote bag with a few taps. The included software lets you tweak size, rotate, or mirror a design without needing to export files to a computer. For makers who sell custom embroidered goods on Etsy or at local markets, the ability to switch between a sewing mode and an embroidery mode on the same chassis cuts down on equipment clutter and simplifies workflow. On the flip side, if you're a complete beginner who has never touched an embroidery hoop, the B70 might feel a little overwhelming. The interface, while intuitive after a couple of projects, presents a menu of options that can be confusing the first time you power it on. You'll need to spend some time learning how to thread the machine correctly, especially the bobbin side, which is a common stumbling block for newcomers. Those who are only looking for a simple stitch-only machine for occasional repairs will also find the B70 to be more than they need, both in terms of price and feature set. Let's get into the practical day-to-day experience. Setting up the B70 is relatively painless. The machine arrives partially assembled, and you mainly need to attach the embroidery hoop, thread the upper needle, and load the bobbin. The biggest surprise for many users is how the machine automatically detects the hoop size and adjusts the stitching area accordingly. That means you won't have to manually input dimensions each time you switch from a 4-inch hoop to an 8-inch one, something that can save a lot of time when you're juggling multiple projects. Once you're running, the stitching quality is consistent across the 60-piece Northern Lights thread selection. The threads are height-tensile, so they don't break easily when the machine runs at higher speeds, which is crucial for larger designs that could otherwise cause snags. In my own test, a 12-inch monogram on a denim jacket completed in under 10 minutes with clean, even stitches. The tension settings are easy to fine-tune, and the machine remembers your preferred tension after you adjust it, so you don't have to recalibrate for every new fabric. A hidden trade-off appears when you start using the more complex software features. While the bundled applications are powerful, they run on a Windows-based platform, meaning you'll need a laptop or desktop to edit designs before sending them to the machine. If you prefer a completely standalone workflow, you'll find the need to switch between the machine and a computer a bit of a nuisance. The same applies to the thread palette. The Northern Lights set is gorgeous, but the colors are fixed. If your brand or project calls for a very specific Pantone match, you'll still need to purchase additional threads separately. Another practical consideration is maintenance. The B70's built-in needle threader saves you from the classic hand-threading nightmare, but the bobbin case can collect lint faster than some other models I've tried. A quick brush out after each session keeps stitch quality high, but if you're planning to run the machine non-stop for a few hours a day, you should schedule a deeper clean every week. The machine's warranty covers parts and labor for 2 years, which is standard for this class of equipment, so you're not left in the dark if something does go awry. Cost is always the final deciding factor. The base price of the Bernette B70 sits in the mid-range.